YouTube? It's your boy Zah back at you real quick. Y'all saw. But anyways, man, today something happened that was kind of like, it was funny but unexpected. But it goes to show no matter where you're at, you never know who you're going to run into. For a lot of people that's been on this channel, you know that it's been an ongoing, so I won't even say an ongoing saga with this particular dude in general. And I'm not talking about Cabbage Studio. I'm talking about American Cholo. Yeah, I ran into him at the I.C.E protest in LA, and it was kind of funny. You know what I mean? It's like I was talking to somebody else, and then I heard him talking to the homie Moses Cuervas. And you know that the Delata has a voice that you just, you know what I mean, that you'll know off the back. So I immediately turn around. And it's funny because I said to the homie before I even got there that there was an incident, I guess, with the homies in Adelanto when they were protesting ICE before. And these particular homies, you know, rappers, got into like some so-called beef right there. I guess they were gonna get down. I ain't gonna name their names. They already know who they are. I don't know who started it, but at the end of the day, that wasn't what the whole thing was about, being there. So, and this all ties into the story that I'm about to get into. Well, not even the story, because it was real quick. But anyway, so I turned around after I was talking to the homie. I heard him. So when I walked up, the Lata immediately like, this guy, you know what I mean? So I could already tell his energy was kind of like, you know, whatever. But to be honest, I didn't go to push no line on nobody. My whole thing was to go there to, you know, pay attention to the protests and understand. For the people that don't know the story between me and Isvato, a long time ago, he spoke up on me. I didn't like it because he was talking out, it was out the side of his naga, but that's besides the point. Lavato said what he said. I called him out. Sun Valley and North Hollywood's not right next door to each other. So I, like I said and put out there on my video, if you feel some energy, make that you stay in your bottom. Mine's right there, you know. Come get at me. Though I didn't do nada. So it was let go. To me, it's like this: if I call you out and you don't that energy that you was putting out there in the ether, if you don't continue with that same energy, I just let it go, dog. I'm not no. And if and on that Mato's video a long time ago, he said something after he talked about me. Basically, he hoped I didn't go into some bully shit. You know what I mean? Basically, come back and be like, what I did. I didn't go into bully. I just let him know if he wanted to get that. Nothing ever happened, whatever. You know, like I said, North Hollywood is next to Sun Valley. Long history of not getting along, but that's besides the point. So I run into his Walter. I give it to him. His energy seemed like it was there. You know what I mean? He was like, you tell me. I was like, basically, you already know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, but then he cut in and he said something along the line like what he was there for, which was the protest. And I then turned and told him the same shit. Like, I'm not gonna disrespect you right here, you know what I mean? As long as we here on the same shit, you know, it's all good. So basically, if you ain't here to kick up dust, you know, and either way, look at. And I can't take nothing away from the author because he seemed like he was genuinely with the energy. Yeah, he did in the end, you know, but like, hey, I'm here for this. But I think his energy was genuine. If I would have banked him, he would have started. I won't even say probably. He looked like he would have started fighting back. But it wasn't really about that, dog. The whole reason I put that out there is because I give him his. He seemed like his energy was genuinely, he would have got with it. But of course, I'm just gonna say this: if there was an issue and happened, it wouldn't have happened right there. It wouldn't have happened right there because that would have been basically like what the other homies did that I was speaking out against. That those same individuals should have got beat the hell up. You know what I mean? Just like anybody, like if you're on the yard and you do something stupid, you get hands put on you. They should have got hands put on them because they were disrespecting the movement. But, you know, Vatos let them slide there. You know what I mean? But it's like if I would have bit or he would have bit and we would have got down right there, we probably both would have got smashed on. There was so many camaradas right there, just like there was so many homies right there like pushing for a certain agenda that we probably would have got beat up. You know, your boy Zah would have probably, I'm not talking about him beating me up, but the homies probably would have put hands on us both, you know. So we'd have probably been carting, like they picked us up onto like they picked up some dude that passed out from heat stroke. That would have been us, you know, black eyes, you know, whatever. It probably would have got even deeper because people would have felt really disrespected, which they would have been. It would have been within their right because we weren't there to settle petty differences. It was about ICE. It was about kids being locked up, and people like to downplay and say, oh well, they're not in cages. That's fake news. It don't matter. They're still basically incarcerated. Not even basically, they are still incarcerated, and a lot of people are coming up missing, and those are facts. That's not fake news. That's statistics. They coming up missing, and ICE is saying that they don't know where these people are. You know what I mean? And it's like, how do you you know, how how do you lose people? You know what I mean? And that's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? It's like, if it would have been like a peseta, we'd have had to, you know, he would have probably got tore up. It wouldn't have been probably, like, there's no way that he could have came and not got dealt with. But, you know, the homie's not no PC. Honestly, me and him ain't never gonna be cool. Cause once you speak up on me, I just don't like you. So but it's understand. I'm assuming it's mutual. He stays on his lane, I stay on my lane. Now understand. Uh, I stayed all the way to the end. Like, we had a little exchange, basically. You know what I mean? I told him I would still be there at the end, and I still was there. I left there probably 9:30 at night. Then went to my neighborhood real quick. You know what I mean? But I stayed there. You know what I mean? And I was dolo, so you know what I mean. I don't want nobody coming back be like, oh yeah, you know, I don't run in groups. I walked with one homie the whole time that I had met. I don't run in groups, dog. Cause I always dolo, dog. Always dolo. But that's besides the point, man. Like I said, it would have been disrespectful of me to go to a rally, you know, that's protesting to hopefully get these kids out of incarceration, and to start fighting over some stupid shit that a fool said to me, and I already called him out and he didn't come get it. That would have been stupid. That wouldn't even been pride. That would have just been stupidity, and we would have deserved to get our ass whooped right there, if that would have been the case. But as you know, that whole DACA thing that I think Trump was trying to get rid of, that protects the immigrants, you know what I mean? They lost, you know what I mean? The DACA is still in place, and so all that mass deportation and all that, right out the door. It's crazy, dog. When you go into politics and you start thinking about certain things, and it's like you can't really choose a side, because right now it's like both sides are wrong in some way. You know, you got one side perpetuating violence because they don't really do nothing for the community, but they sit back and play the saints, and then you got one that's outright saying certain outlandish things that gets a reaction out of the community, you know, and not necessarily gonna win the black vote. But then again, you got a lot of people, you know, as far as blacks that are Trump fans, you know what I mean? It's just, you got a lot of blacks that are Trump. You got a lot of Hispanics that support Trump, and this is, I think this is the reason. It's because certain things that were done, you know. If anything, if anybody knows about when it comes to this, it's the economy. As long as the economy is doing well, a lot of people tend to overlook things. I don't know. I haven't got into like all the, you know, the breakdown on people, whether, you know, homelessness and all that. Like, I hear numbers thrown out there constantly, but as far as like sit down and really focus on that, because that's really not what I'm into. You know what I mean? I understand that there's poverty. I understand that there's a difference, but there's really no middle class. It's rich or poor, because even the middle class is struggling right now. But that's not really the things I like to speak about, you know what I mean? Because you really gotta go deep, you really gotta crunch the numbers. But nowadays, people can say what they want. They can throw out fake news all day, and people eat it up, and that's part of the problem. But yeah, there's another story I want to talk about, but I'm gonna get into it further when I just get, you know, when I get, you know, more into my research. But a lot of people know what time it is, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on the American Cholo saga. That shit ended right there, basically. I mean, at the end of the day, me and him never gonna like each other. We two different type of gangsters, you know what I mean? Him, I don't know. He's, you know, he's a businessman. He's on a different trip, you know, whatever. And me, I'm just grimy, you know what I mean? And I like to talk about shit that's really radical, you know what I mean? But that's besides the point, man. For all the people that be supporting the channel, man, thank you. Hopefully you continue support. Sorry if the topic was all off topic, but it's just like this situation with him was a saga that I guess came to an end. Cause it's like this: as long as I'm not disrespected, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's one of those that just like I had to give him his. He actually had a little energy, so I mean, what can I say? It's not like he bitched out. You know what I mean? But then again, I didn't go there to try to push no line or nothing. My only line that I was pushing was against ICE, and I'm gonna push it again in Long Beach on Saturday. You know what I mean? And hopefully people show up in troves on that one and really support it, because you know it's one of those things that people really need to talk about and stop trying to sweep it up under the rug. And at the day, just one thing I would like to say, you know what I mean? For the people that are pushing that Central Americans and Mexicanos and the difference between them, and one side is trying to take the shine, it's not about you. It's not about whether you Mexicano. It's not about whether you're Central American. It's not about if you're from Sudamerica or you Spaniard, European, whatever. It don't matter. It's not about you. It's about the kids and about the people that are stuck in them cage. And you need to get the fuck over it. Putting out all these tweets like little hoes and, oh, well, they're taking our shit. No, 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 no. It's not about you, way. It's not about you. It's about the kids. And once they're home, they go back to doing what you do. But until then, man, it's not about that. You know what I mean? Just understand that. On that note, I'm your boy Zod. Topic probably boring, but I just put that out there. You know what I mean? So people don't think. He kept his energy, so I give it that. Well, I know your boy Zod. I'm out.